Hey, what's going on, everybody out here feeding the donkeys and the mule here, Cowbell, old Big Lips. Just want to say, hey, I didn't get to record yesterday when I was out on the water. I bought a GoPro 9 and I bought a battery pack for it. I had it plugged into the wrong port on the battery pack, so it wasn't enough to push the charge. I didn't try to troubleshoot it on the boat. I just focused on fishing. It was a little bit tougher of a day. It was a slow morning for us. And we ended up catching 5 for about 12.23. Ended up in 14th, right in the middle of the pack. There's about 31 boats that showed up. My buddy MP, he don't get to fish a lot. He caught a keeper for us, a nice one on an underspin. Like, I was really proud of him to see him do that. And we'll be on Kerr next lake, really a grass lake. Probably be on beds by then. Who knows? We'll see. But it was kind of a tougher day. The weights were really tight. A kid from NSU ended up catching a 12-pounder. That yesterday, which was really awesome. Huge fish, crazy fish to see in person. I can't remember if I've ever seen a 12-pounder in person, but really crazy. He had 10 pounds worth of fish for his other 4 fish, so he ended up winning with about 22 pounds. You know, I know going into Broken Bow right now, you're gonna need 20 pounds probably to win it. Okay, and that's just how it is right now. We went out scoping. I was scoping, buddy's fishing the bank. And I tried to stay as close as I could for him, but sometimes we had to go away and fish that deeper stuff. But really fun day out on the water. I always like those challenging days. I feel like whenever the weights are lower and tighter, I have a little bit better of a chance. I'm not always out there blowing it out like most of these guys are. A lot of good fishermen on this trail, this Okie team trail. There's a lot of hammers out there on it, but can't wait for the next one. Also, I posted about the Livescope stuff and said some things. You know, I kind of feel bad too, because I know people are jobs and stuff are on the line with that kind of stuff. You know, there's all kinds of debates about it, and I just saying what's on my mind, and not being untruthful about anything, just saying what I actually feel about it and the state of the, I guess you'd say, industry. I hate saying that word. I don't know another way to say it, but so I don't think it's that big of a deal. Everybody makes it kind of a big deal. I think you're just going to end up with two different types of tournaments. You know, you're going to have your no scope tournaments, and you're going to have a free for all tournament, and then you're going to probably have one in the middle where it's kind of some of this and some of that, and we'll all see which one is the most successful one. I think they'll all be fine, but you know, it's that way in every sport. You know, the kids are getting better quicker. It's not just fishing. It's, you know, it's all sports really. You know, the young guys are doing good, and they're getting better at doing good. They're getting better training. It's kind of that way in all of it. But whatever I say is my opinion, and it's not fact, I guess. Well, I mean, I don't know if I wouldn't say it's my honest opinion. We'll put it that way. It's my honest opinion of what I'm seeing, and if I feel this way, there's got to be other people that feel this way, and I have to use critical thinking in my own job and position where I'm at, and you know, I use critical thinking every day, so I'm always thinking why this or why that. So don't mean to put anybody down or make anybody feel bad. You know, I'm just saying what's on my mind. It got a lot of attention. I think it got like 50,000 views. Like, I woke up in the morning and I was telling my old lady, like, whoa, bro. And but you know, man, this is my first. I kept waiting for it too. Like, one of these days I'm gonna start getting the hate, and this post finally started bringing out the haters. It doesn't bother me. Look, man, I grew up with gap teeth, not very wealthy kid, and but yeah, I got pretty thick skin. You know, I was in the U.S. military. I was in the infantry. Like, you know, that kind of stuff just doesn't bother me. But we were actually laughing hysterically at some of the comments. It was really funny. But it's funny to me, some of the comments and stuff. I know some people have a lot of stake in the game. Again, you know, jobs are on the line. You know, fishing, tackle. You know, you can't help but think of all of that stuff. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know, I've had tackle shop owners tell me that nobody buys anything. You know, nobody buys anything. So, you know, it's just one of those deals. You know, I don't know what else to say, man. I mean, you know, it's weird. It's just all weird. That's the only thing I can say about it. But It'll all get worked out in the end. Everything will be okay. Fishing just might look a little bit different. Boats might look a little bit different. Things like that. And change is not always bad. But I hope I hope all you dudes are doing all right. It's Sunday. Just trying to chill out with the old lady. I'm super busy with all of this stuff. It's a lot. So hope you're all doing all right. And hey, next Okie team trails, the next Okie team trail tournament is going to be over in Kerr Lake, Grass Lake, River Lake. So we'll see what's going on over there. It's going to be really fun. Be the end of March, and again back down in Broken Bow the next 2 weekends, unless I decide to fish the first Hog Hunter solo team trail with no scope. I may end up fishing that one. I don't know yet. Still undecided. So it's one of those deals where like I got to kind of pick one and see which one is going to be the best opportunity, maybe win points or something like that. So those are the kind of things that I'm looking at. But good to see you all. Hope you're all doing good out there. We'll see you on the trail.